Got no rules, I count 'em.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel where Aussie Couple Reacts. I'm Brett,
I'm Bianca.
and today we'll be reacting to
The best of Bill Burr.
everybody's doing Bill Burr. We're going to do Bill Burr.
Like Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's a bit funny.
But like and subscribe before we go. Oh, I had on my second drinks.
Oh, you're a bit wined out, are you?
Looks like water with the light.
Yeah, but
It's not water. It's wine.
You might notice we've got a new background. We updated from the last one.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it looks a bit better than the last one, a little bit more professional. Anyway, all right, here we go.
That's on you. My other hand will be just to the right of your right ass cheek. If you want to do one of those, that's fine. But I am not doing anything. I'm just going to stand here like a giant fuck stick. And you just have at it. You just have at it. Yeah. You know what's hilarious about sexual assault?
Interesting start.
You know what's hilarious about it is how women are acting like that is a uniquely female experience. You know what's funny? I actually, to the letter of the fucking law, within the last 2.5 years, got sexually assaulted in this business by a woman. Yeah. And this is my story. I feel like I can live my truth and be brave tonight and share this with you. It's a 100% true fucking story. I was doing stand-up. I was doing a private gig, all right? Private gigs are the fucking worst. You do a public gig, anybody can show up. It broadens what you can talk about, right? You do a private gig, it's like everybody grew up on the same fucking... or you're bombing. So all you do is listen to the first comic to hear what's working and what isn't. You just listen to him as he's up there struggling, going, okay, they like bread. Talk about bread.
Realize that
get all the bread you can.
You can't see
Don't
the
make fun of
stand-up
the
comics
truth.
at the other end of the fucking auditorium.
Right? So that's what we're doing, right? And the host gets him going, and then he brings up the first act. Okay, she goes on stage. She's not really a comedian, more of a personality. She does her bullshit or whatever, and I'm standing there looking at my jokes, figuring out what I'm doing. She wraps it up. He goes on stage. She goes to get off. I'm thinking, okay, I'm next. I'm looking at my stuff, and she just walks right by me and just fucking, pooh, just flicked me right in the head of my dick and kept walking. Like it was nothing. Just fucking pow, and just kept... I couldn't fucking believe it. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, is this a friend of yours? Was she flirting with you? Was this a joke? None of the above. You know what it was? I swear to God, it was like a bully vibe. Like she was trying to get in my head. Like, there you go, you little red dick. Follow that. And she just kept walking. Dude, my first thought as I saw her walking away, I just wanted to punch her in the back of the head as hard as humanly possible. Like literally make her leave her shoes, you know? But the other side of my brain's like, oh no, dude, you can't do that. You can't do that, it's a woman. And it's just spit her, dude, can't hit her, it's a woman. Well, oh, fucking tell somebody, tell somebody. And all I'm thinking is like, dude, I'm a guy. Can't fucking tell anybody. Nobody gives a shit what happens to a guy. Yep. I'm gonna walk up to another man and be like, excuse me, sir, but she just flicked me in my pee-pee and I didn't like that one bit. No, sir, I didn't like that at all. No, I didn't. All the guy's gonna be like, dude, if she did that to me, I would have taken my balls out too, man. Fucking flicked both of these fucking sports bar up top, Super Bowl, right? That's all I would have got, right? So now I'm standing there, I'm waiting to go on stage, the dude's doing my intro, I'm trying to think about jokes about bread, and the tip of my dick is still stinging. This is the world I'm in. And right as he's gonna bring me on, all of a sudden she came walking out, because she was gonna go back out to her fucking car, and that's when my brain started firing up again with some ideas. Started thinking shit that I had never thought before in my life, going like, dude, there she is, flick her in the box. Do it, man. Equal rights. She did it to you. You do it back to her. It started making sense. Like, yeah, fuck that. You flick my dick. I'm gonna flick your clit. That's right. I'll fucking hit the man in the boat. I'm drop down, uppercut to the bush. Fuck this shit. I think I'm the kind of person who just can flick my dick and walk away like it ain't shit, right? And it was making sense. sense till right when she got there. Finally realized that the referee only sees the retaliation. He never sees the first aggression. And then you have to go to the yellow card, whatever the fuck you people do over here, right? You go to the penalty box. So I let her go, and I went out on stage. I did my shit. But here was the thing. For the next 3 fucking days, I'm driving around LA, and I'm losing my fucking mind. You know, I'm fucking screaming at the windshield, saying all this shit that I wanted to say, but didn't say it in the moment.
Yeah, the sounds out of sync.
And it wasn't because, this is the thing. It wasn't because she touched me. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about that, all right? You know, when I was a kid, I had a paper route, and I was an altar boy, you know?
Got
You're
touched
gonna have
plenty.
to do a little bit better and flick my dick over my jeans and my underwear. It's like, are we gonna do this or what? Like, what is happening here? It's the fact that she thought she could bully me.
That's
So
his
after like
Catholic
fucking
upbringing.
3 days of this shit, I had a splitting headache, and I started realizing, like, wait a minute, she's winning this thing. You know? Here I am, still thinking about this shit. She's probably gone on to flick 30 to 40 dicks since she's been with me. She doesn't give a fuck about me. So you know what I did? I drove home to my house. There was nobody home. I went upstairs. I closed the door, and I just sat down, and I meditated on it, and I just forgave her. Pictured her as a little 5-year-old girl crying because her alcoholic dad, you know, wouldn't hug her or something. And she's just standing there crying like, "But Daddy, I love you." He's like, "Get away from me. I never wanted children." And then he walked through a screen door and he like face planted into this above ground pool. And he had a tool belt on. And it just sort of pulled him under. And she ran out, she grabbed his foot, and she was pulling and pulling, and his boot came off, and she sat down, and she just watched him slowly drown. I don't know what happened after that. I just felt like this weight lift off of my chest. So there you go, all you tough guys over here in England. Don't be afraid to meditate, man. I'm telling you. You can let a lot of stuff go. I don't know.
Oh, look, it's a crowd again.
With a quick little story here, okay?
The side of the stage.
Okay, they're always talking about how to make a woman happy, but I don't think they do it enough to help you guys out how to make a man happy, right? The great thing about men is we're fucking simple. We're fucking simple, okay? So here's the thing right here. You want to make a guy happy? If you're with a good guy, okay, that's all you got to do, okay? How about 4 times a year? Once a season. You go out to the kitchen without him saying shit. You go out to the kitchen, you make a sandwich, you get him a beer, you walk out, you give it to him, you don't say a word, and you just fucking leave. That's all you gotta do. Every 3 months, you do that, you keep him happy. That's all it takes. Now, I know right out of the gate, this is coming off sexist, right? It's because I'm saying go out in the kitchen, make your man a sandwich. I'm not saying women belong in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant, rubbing my balls. I'm not saying that. Okay? I'm just saying women, go in the kitchen. Just go in the kitchen 4 times in a year. Make a sandwich. A toddler could do that. Just put it together. Grab 2 slices of pre-made, pre-sliced bread, 2 handfuls of pre-murdered meat, put a little mustard on it, grab a beer, walk out, just hand it to him, don't say shit. Walk into another room for like 10 minutes, and then stick your head back and just be like, "Did you like it? Was it good? Great. Because downstairs, we need to, don't yell at me, I just made you a sandwich." I don't mean that. I mean leave. Get in the car and fucking get out of here. Take the kids, drive down the street, go see Lord of the Rings a couple of times, and leave your man in the stunned silence of what you just did. Do you ever want to see your guy get emotional? You ever want to see a man get emotional? You make him a fucking sandwich that he didn't ask for. I'm telling you, he's going to have to dry the tears with the bread. He's going to be so shocked. Like, "You made this for me? And I didn't even ask? Oh, my God." I think she still gives a fuck. Yeah. Quick story. Me and my wife bought a house in 2011. And by me and my wife, I mean I paid for it. Right? She hates that joke, but I don't give a shit. It's true. And she's always breaking my balls. "Don't put your shoes over here. They belong over there." Yeah, well, I bought over there, and then I bought over here, so I'll put my fucking shoes wherever I want to. Oh, shirt's coming up. So we get into the
His
house.
missus is
she's
shutting
scoping
down
out the
real
house,
fucking
she's
quick with
starting
that.
to
Don't
find
worry
rooms
about
to
that.
get sun. She's checking out the closet space. And me,
Leah
like an
doesn't take
idiot,
shit
I
off
want
him.
to check out the garage. For whatever reason, I'm drawn to this thing. And I go down, I open the door, and the last people hadn't cleaned it out. There was like a busted refrigerator, an old file cabinet, an ab roller, something from a luau. There was like 7 failed businesses in this goddamn thing. And I got to start lugging this shit out in like 90-degree weather as a redhead, hating my life, right? I got 3 hours into this job. My forearms were cut. I had dirt, sweat, cobwebs all over me. I wanted to burn down this fucking house. I was ready to leave, but out of nowhere, my wife showed up. Big smile on her face, and she'd made me a sandwich. Cut it in half diagonally, which is love, right? They don't cut it in half. They might as well frisbee it at you. Like, here you go, you fucking piece of shit. Hose yourself off. You should live out here. You should live out here, right? Cut it in half diagonally, poured Fritos in the middle, and gave me an ice-cold beer. She did that 5 years ago. Do you know, to this day, every once in a while, I still think about that sandwich. It's unbelievable. It just pops in my head like this fond memory. I'll just be myself talking in the car. Remember that time she made me a sandwich? Fritos with an ice-cold beer? I felt like a king. That's all it takes. You know what it felt like in that moment? You remember that movie, Shawshank Redemption? You know that scene where the prisoners are drinking the beer on the rooftop with the sun in their face? That's what it felt like. The only thing missing was Morgan Freeman's voice narrating over the top. And for 20 minutes, Bill Burr felt like a free man. All right, I'm out of time. You guys were so awesome. Thank you so much for coming out.
That went too quick.
Yeah. Well,
What have I made you that you've gone, 5 years later?
I think you made me dinner once.
I made you coffee today
Yeah.
after half an hour of nagging.
Now that you've seen that,
Oh, shit.
are you going to change anything?
No.
I didn't think so. But then I didn't really expect it either, so that's all
No.
good.
No.
Well, I hope everyone liked that. We
was
tried to do
funny.
something different, seeing as everybody seems to be doing like the same 2 or 3 Bill Burr stand-up clips. So we thought we'd do something a little bit different. And
We
that's-
did
yes, we
because
did.
they showed the audience more than they showed him.
yeah, sorry about that. Didn't really, neither of us actually watched this before. So it wasn't a really particularly great recording. But anyway, it's only stand-up. It's not like we're watching a movie.
He only had to listen to his voice.
Yeah. Which is, he's got definitely one of those voices that's just hilarious.
Yeah,
So,
it's funny.
anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, please.
Yes.
We're slowly growing the channel. But we're gonna try and put out sort of 2, maybe even 3 videos a week. That's the plan.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, news to you, is it?
news to me.
No, we got to do it. We'll get stuck into it. So,
Okay.
look out.
Really didn't fit there, but it's the only time I got
Any,
to press it.
Any ideas for what you'd like us to react to, please leave it in the comments and we will do our best to follow up.
And yes, Tracy, we are going to do the cucumber with the cats.
Yeah.
We will do that
Yeah.
for you.
Okay. That's especially for Tracy, who's one of our big supporters on YouTube. So,
Yes.
all right. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
and we'll see you
guys.
next time around.
See you next time.
See ya.